Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? It's been a hot minute. I haven't really posted anything because summer's honestly been a little wild, but it has also been really fun. Um, my guest for today is not a stranger to the podcast. She actually was one of my other first friends that I was like, hey, I need you to come on this podcast and, let me interview you. So we have Julia back
Hey
with us today.
guys.
So welcome back. How does it feel to be back on the podcast after we actually, like you mentioned it, it's been almost like a whole year.
Yeah, I think
since
it's been a little bit over a year. It's kind
Yeah.
of cool. It's kind of crazy.
I
Like that
know.
does not feel like that long ago. But
I know it doesn't. I feel like, and then when we were doing it, I feel like we were such babies.
I know. I listened back to it and my voice, I was like, my voice was so high. I mean, I probably sound high right now too. But
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember like being I was nervous. I was excited, but I was like nervous at the
me
same
too.
time. And so I was really I don't know. I was just excited to do it. So, now that I'm, all knowing, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm still working on it. Now that I know more than I did last year, I feel like I've gotten better at.
Oh, for sure.
But we have nothing planned today. We just wanted to sit down and talk randomly about stuff.
Life,
Life.
anything.
Life. Because you and I are both in the same boat right now. How does it feel that we are officially seniors now?
It's wild. Like I feel like I still feel like a kid and I feel like I need to stay in my mommy and daddy's home all the time. Like I'm like how am I able to, like go out, do stuff alone, all that. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to all the fun senior things. I'm looking forward to like making good memories, but I'm sad about the end of a season and I don't like change. So, it's going to be hard.
Yeah. I think I am excited about all the senior stuff that we get to do. Like there's so many like things you just get to do and privileges and all stuff. But I think I am really sad about like at the end of the year when you start taking pictures and then you start just going off packing for college. I think that's
yeah.
one thing that I am not looking forward to. Like
All
I'm
the
going to
laughs.
cry so hard at the end of the year. Like
I know. It's going to be I'm excited like once we graduate from high school and we're going to college and our new phase of life, making new friends, all that. But it's still hard leaving like what you've known your whole life.
I know, and like I'm ready to go to college. I am, but at the same time, I'm like I just will miss all of my friends from school. Like that is I
Same.
can make new friends, but I was like I will just miss everyone
Yes.
from school. But yeah, and you have to go to a school that's like far away,
Very.
and I'm
Yes.
like no, like
I
don't go,
know.
don't leave.
Long
But
distance relationship.
yes, but have you at least figured out like that the college you want to go to you have to at least fly to, or are you still
Yes.
like okay?
So, yeah. I haven't applied yet. I'm going to do early decision, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully I should probably get in, but I'm going to have to fly, which I'm not mad.
You
Not
fly
ma-
a lot though.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I've flown since I was really little, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little more anxious about flying just cuz there's so many things
Figuring
you
out all
can't
the
control.
terminals and like which lane you gotta be
Well,
in
getting
and getting
driving
onto the plane.
I know. For me, it's driving to the airport, but
Yeah.
then, once I'm in the airport, I'm usually good. But oh my gosh, it's
Yeah,
a
because
lot.
Elise and Lauren have flown a good bit. Elise flew back and forth. I think she went to go see her friend in Minnesota. So
Oh,
like just
wow.
like all like she's gone to Pennsylvania, Minnesota, she's
All
gone
over.
to Kentucky. Like just Kentucky's not that far, but like still Minnesota. I was like, dang, because Elise hated at the beginning. She hated heights, so going to Minnesota was
gosh.
like, I
That's
was like,
scary.
you better love your friend that you are going to
Yes.
see. So yeah, and just because I've only been in the Atlanta airport like once to remember, and that was
Oh,
like
yeah.
last year, and I was like, wow.
So this past in May we went to DC just for like a fun trip, and this past time my dad was like, "All right, since you'll have to fly to college soon, let's have you go through security alone
What?
in Atlanta." And that
No.
was so it wasn't too bad. Like it wasn't terrible. I do remember the last time we flew was in trying to think. It was in like December. We went to Boston, but this time around, so I like flying is fresh in my mind. I kind of still remember, but I was like, okay, what do I need to do for security? So like you have to do your whole ID thing and all that.
Mhm.
And after going through that, and I went through security, and my parents were actually, they were gonna try to be more separate from me, but they
Mm.
ended up being like right behind me. So
They're like,
but
"We
after
tried."
that, I had to take the train to my terminal, like to our terminal by myself, walk to the gate, all that. That being on the train by myself felt crazy. I was like, this is not.
You're like, "This is
It's
not
always been in
right."
me like stay with your family at the
Yeah.
airport, and so that was wild. But after conquering Atlanta, I really feel like I could fly anywhere else.
There
Like
you go.
security, every other airport I've been through in any other city, people are nice there. Like people will walk in and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like they know each
Yeah.
other, they're nice to you, and then at Atlanta, they're just screaming in your face, and it's a
Yeah,
lot.
that is true. Atlanta is a lot more scary because that is true. Like just picking up people that we've picked
Yeah.
up from the airport, they're just like, I know they have to keep traffic going, but like they're just like yelling
It is
all
so
the time,
stressful.
especially during the holidays. Like I know the holidays is
Whew.
wild, but like still, they're like just yelling at people. And I think the worst part about the airport is that you have to make that big circle around. You can't just
yeah.
like turn around. Like you have to go all the way around because if you get in the wrong lane, then you're like, now
And
what? You know?
parking at the airport too. Like this time when we flew, one of the parking garages was closed. It was fully empty. Like they could have used it, but they closed it. So we had to go like drive to a parking lot on the complete opposite end of the airport and take the train into the airport, and
Yeah.
then it was so much. I was like,
I know, but still, I mean, like you did it, so you did it.
I
That's all,
did it.
that's-
I
that's
did
really-
it. I
Yeah, that's
survived.
really all that matters
Yeah.
is you did it. So I mean, I would have just been crying. I would have been like, "You're serious, right?" Like
my
you're not,
mom
you're
my
kidding.
mom was like, I don't know how you did that. I could not, like, she does not like
My
airports,
mom
and
would have
I
had a
don't.
heart attack. If my dad
don't
said I
fault
needed
her.
to do that, she would have been like, "Absolutely not." Like she literally would have been like, "No way in this world are you doing that?" You know. So-
I'm always scared with security that I'm gonna get flagged.
Yeah,
for some
me
and they'll
too.
have to rifle through. Like there was one time where that happened. I had like a bag of food that was prepackaged, and I was able to bring it, but I don't know why. I guess it looked really dense on the X-ray machine, but
You never know. You never
Yeah.
know what it looks like on their end. But yeah, it is stressful to like just, and I've never even gone through all of that. I've gotten like my sisters up to is it TSA?
yeah.
I've gotten them up to that point, but other than that, I was like, "Nope, you are on your own."
Ugh.
Like, and you see some interesting people at the
I
airport.
love people watching at the airport. Like the things people fly in, it just
I saw this lady, and I feel like I have told you this, but I saw this lady literally have a backpack on with a screen on it.
What?
Yeah. It was a literal
you
screen.
didn't tell me about that.
I didn't. Okay. Well, it wasn't like a movie screen, but it was like kind of pixelated. It just looked so
What?
weird, but it was like, I don't even remember what the thing was on it, but I was like, I didn't even know those existed.
And I wonder how much it cost.
I know. But yeah, she just had a backpack that literally, it was like a boxed backpack and had a screen on it. And I was like, that is really
Okay.
cool. Low key. But it was so funny because I saw so many people there that I was like, oh my goodness. Like you meet all types and
I
kinds.
know.
Picking up people, like this sounds so mean, but I think girls, it makes sense if you are like looking homeless, because if you sit by a man on an airplane, like
Oh,
you don't
nah.
want to talk to them. But like there are some people that I'm like, y'all don't even look like you got enough money to like fly at all. Like drive, let alone fly. Like
I get that. No, I feel like with college and having to fly more, like once I start doing that, right now I like looking presentable at the airport, but that's gonna go away really
yeah, you're
fast
like,
in college.
I'm gonna be wearing
done.
hoodies, sweatpants, make myself look as
My hair
ugly as
is
possible.
like disgusting.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah. That is, I mean, that's what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You can't, you
Gotta be
can't
comfy.
just, you gotta be wise about where you're going.
Exactly.
Because like you and I just look like little girls, so like we
Yeah,
just
we
we
do.
can't
We
we're
look like
not
children.
we don't have like a grown face, so it's like
Mm-mm.
and we're not big people, so like it's just
Gotta do what we gotta do.
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, even Elise, like my sister, she's taller, and she definitely, if like someone tried to grab her, it would be hard to grab you, but like And she even had to be like careful around, you know, because
Mm.
there's also really tall people at the airport. Like,
I've seen basketball players,
yes,
like the people who are like two of me. It's
yeah.
crazy.
So I'm like, you gotta. I think just as a girl and as a woman, unless you really are just not like
You don't care?
you don't care, then like seriously though, like be careful when you fly.
Yeah,
Like
for
really
sure.
do be careful when you fly. And you know, as my mom always says, just beware of your surroundings.
Exactly.
Like
And
really.
just because I can and I'm going to have to fly alone doesn't mean I love it.
Yeah.
Because the whole time we were there, I was just so tight. Like when we got off
Yeah.
the
I
plane,
would've
I
been
rolled
too.
my neck and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But your pictures at Boston were so pretty.
that trip was that just
She said I want to go
has-
back.
it has such a special place in my heart. It's so
And
pretty.
the
And
thing
we
about the thing about Julia is that she's very bougie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she won't
Oh, yeah.
accept anything unless it is like high class. So she has
Yeah.
standards, which is totally fine because I low key kind of wish I was like that. But I'm just like, I don't really care. But you know, so when she was sending me these pictures, she was in like this hotel, but it was like in a city and it looked so pretty out
It
the
was
window.
amazing.
Oh my goodness. I was
And
like, oh.
we visited, which it's not a college I'm going to, but we visited a couple colleges there, but we visited Boston College, and that is like so like it did help that it was a crystal clear day. It was
Yeah.
beautiful weather and it was freezing, but it was so pretty. And that is like probably the prettiest college I've ever
Yeah,
been
it was
to.
beautiful.
It was
I
so
loved looking
pretty.
at the pictures.
I
Like, I
know.
wish they would have something down here. I was like,
It's so pretty, and I love cold weather too. So it was like the best trip ever because we
yes,
went
it
and
was,
it
oh, it was
snowed.
beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was awesome. I was like, that is the closest I think I would ever get to like, especially like the hotel at least. I was like, that is the closest I would ever get to live in a penthouse. Like,
Oh yeah, it was. I don't even remember what our hotel view looked like, but I do remember loving the hotel, and
Yeah.
it was beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it.
even though I don't like the city itself, like this sounds weird. I don't like the city, but I would live in it for, you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
And if I got used to it and I was like in a safe area where I could
Yeah.
like walk downstairs and I like even like walking down to go out, you know, and go do stuff
Yeah.
like a coffee shop, like just being not in an alley where you have to go out
Oh,
onto
yeah.
the street, like just being right at the street
Mhm.
and then walking. I feel like I would be like really happy about that, you know.
I love it. There was one city where it was like it was actually not. It wasn't this trip to DC. We actually went. Me and my dad had went a couple months ago, and he wanted me to get coffee because he was in the shower, and he was like, "Go get us breakfast." And so I
You're
got to
like,
like go get it
"Boo."
alone, and it was literally like our hotel was on one side of the street, and the coffee shop was right across.
That's
so
so
I
cool,
barely
though.
I
You're
barely
like,
got to walk, but it was still cool, and I still got
Yeah.
lost, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's one thing that I also love is I'm like, even though I love the style, it's definitely for more city people, which is the old money style,
Oh,
just
I
like
love
clothes
it.
and all that stuff. I love that style, but
I
I'm
wish-
like,
I wish
it just doesn't fit
everyday life.
around here in
Yeah,
everyday life. I was like, it just
exactly.
doesn't fit that, and
I-
I was like, I wish that it did, but I was
Me
like, I
too.
feel like it is more city people,
For
like
sure.
you know.
I would feel so judged if I walked into church wearing
Yeah.
like
Oh,
trousers and like, which I did have a pair of trousers years ago at one point actually,
Yeah.
and it was I don't know
Those
why.
long coats though look so fire.
I have it's from TJ Maxx, so it's not a nice one, but I love it. It's super
Yeah.
thin, but it still looks like a nice one, and trench coats are
Yeah,
love
I
it.
remember it was funny. I have this cousin that she just dresses like stuff like that. She dresses really nice, but some of the outfits are crazy. I'm like, she one time, and no shade to her, I love her, she's awesome. But one time, she's a full on adult, guys. So she had it was for Christmas, I think. Was it Christmas? It might have been. Yeah, I think it was Christmas because I was like, I don't think she'd be wearing this color any other day. But she literally had a coat, like a black coat on,
Mhm.
and then she had red tights. She didn't
Oh.
wear anything else. That was like
What?
like she had a shirt underneath her suit thing,
Yeah.
but literally everything else was just the red tights, red heels, and then the suit came like maybe down to
Yeah.
her maybe mid thigh, maybe even a little bit above.
Wow.
And I was like, I would not be brave enough to wear that. I'd be too afraid
Props
that
to
every
her.
time I would bend down, it would just fly up. Because like I was like, I don't even think she's wearing anything underneath
Catching a
the,
breeze, you know?
Yeah. So I was like, golly. But I remember my dad, when he saw that, he was like, what are those like, I don't even know what you call them, leggings or tights. He was like, what is she wearing? And I was like, it's Emily. I was like, she's just,
Festive.
that's just her. But like, I figured out actually that she has like a lot of followers on Instagram,
Mm.
and people will actually pay her to go around the city and go to like nice coffee shops or really
What?
nice things, because she will video where she went,
Oh,
and they'll
so like
pay
free
her, they'll email her and be like, hey, can you come to our shop and like do these
so like
videos?
advertising.
Yeah, advertisement. I was like,
Nice.
oh, that's so cool. So she get, because you always see her going on like all these really cool trips, or
Mhm.
like, you know, going around, and she's just going to these nice places. And I was like, she even went to one of those like balls, I'm pretty sure,
Oh,
at one point, and I was
that's
like, that's
I'm jealous of that.
awesome. Yeah,
That sounds really
I
cool.
know. I was like, it was crazy, but it was just so funny. She's crazy. She loves doing all that. She's definitely was, and it's kind of funny to me that like, I mean, she has 3 kids, but I'm like
Oh, wow.
surprised that she never did like modeling or any
Hmm.
modeling now, because like she does like a lot of the stuff that she does is like modeling technically, you know,
Hmm.
but she's not like with an agency or
Yeah.
anything, you know. So it's kind of just like being an influencer or stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like so surprised that she never did that, because she's got the height. She's really
Yeah.
tall, so like she definitely would, you know, she's suited for the job and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you know, she just never did. So I don't know, but it was interesting. And she said that her daughter, I think someone down near their road was like, hey, can we like get your daughter to do an commercial for a what is it? It was like a shop or something like
Oh,
that. I don't
wow.
know. Something, take pictures
That's cool.
with a purse or something. And I was like, oh, cool. But she's like, yeah. She's like, no. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's like, yeah, no, so and so is doing her, and she's like, yeah, mommy, I'm gonna be like just like you. I was like,
Family
oh my
of
goodness.
influencers.
Yes, but it was funny. But yeah, I wanna look bougie everywhere I go sometimes. I'm like, that's kind of all you got.
It's
you know?
never. I know exactly. Sometimes that's why I like places that I don't have to be not necessarily dressed up, but like looking presentable. Sometimes I'll just do it anyway because I'm like, that's all I have right now. Like
Yeah.
I need something to make me feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's and you know, it's like, yeah, in the long run nobody really cares. Like obviously they
Yeah.
would, like, if you were wearing like a really cool outfit, people would be like, wow, that's actually sick. Like she looks
Mhm.
so good right now. You know, but like the girls would be like, dang, okay, girl, I see, you know,
Yes.
but like honestly, even if that is all you got, sometimes you're just like, I just don't want to do it. Like,
I get that. I've gotten more relaxed about it over the years. I used to be like, I've always got to be presentable, and now it's like, if we're going on a road trip and we're leaving at like
yeah. I always
5
see
o'clock at night, like we're gonna be driving for 6 hours and we're leaving at 5 in the afternoon, I don't have to look good. No.
I always get jealous of those girls that I see at like gas stations and they look
Exactly.
perfect, and I'm like, how do you do that? I'm like, how did you even do that? I'm like, this really
Teach us
pretty,
your ways.
it's like this really pretty blonde, and I'm like, how does she just look that good walking into a gas
I
station?
know.
I'm like, we literally I'm like, and she's wearing, you know, sweatpants and a hoodie, and I'm like, dang girl, like I want to be like you. Can you
Exactly.
teach me your ways?
Yes.
Because I'm like, when I go to, like you said, when we go on long road trips, it's like,
No.
there's no makeup, nothing. Like, you just want to look like a hobo.
I have not showered in 2 days.
I know. Like, you're
I'm
like, I'm
disgusting.
not. Yeah.
Especially like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead.
Going to the beach, especially because usually we'll get there like middle of the day, and so we'll spend half a day at the beach.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I used to like do makeup and do my hair before going there, and then I would get in the ocean and get wet, and now I'm like, why?
Then the makeup doesn't
I know.
matter.
I was like, why would I'm not doing that this time. Why would I
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, and I think like if that, and then in that case, like, yes, if I was going to the beach, I knew I was going to the beach later on that day, I really wouldn't have, you know, because it's like when you go down to the beach, it's like it's sticky and salty anyway, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like your hair falls out instantly, the makeup
Yeah.
slides off, like it's like there's
Exactly.
honestly no point anymore, you know. I was grabbing my phone because I was like, I need to make sure that it is not, my phone is ringer is not on. It could have gone off. It's fine. But yeah, I just don't. I don't care anymore sometimes. I do care, like, if I'm going to church,
Oh yeah.
but other than that,
I do still. I know it's pretty unpopular. I do still care when I'm going to school because,
Oh
like,
yeah,
I think
school is a must.
yeah, and I think
least
this
for
year,
us.
especially since it's senior year, and I've been there for 4 years, like I'm probably gonna be a little bit less rigid about it, but I still like
Yeah.
I want to show up and look presentable.
Yeah. I think it's like the senior's dream, like junior going to be a senior. It's like their dream, unless you really just don't care. But in my dreams, I'm like, I want the freshmen to be jealous.
Exactly.
You're like,
I
you
know.
want,
I'm like I can be looked up to.
yeah, you want the freshmen to be jealous because you're like, I, have spent this long,
Being unknown.
being unknown, or just at least being like, I'm just, never looked up to, or
Exactly.
something. So, and I think it's like, because think about how you were freshman year to now.
Oh gosh.
Like, we're so different.
I know.
We
I
are
don't even
so
hardly
different.
remember. I don't even like really remember what I was like freshman year. Like I was very like eyes wide open. I don't know what's going
I don't
on.
remember much about really either of all of us. I just know that
I don't
we
either.
grew up.
I know we did.
But yeah, I do remember one time I don't know where you got your sunglasses from, but it was like 1 year for your birthday that you got white
Oh,
sunglasses.
yeah,
I don't know where you
yeah.
got this from. But I
Amazon.
Oh, okay. I just remember you wearing them when you were on your way out the door from
Yes.
school. And I was like,
Wait, what?
yeah.
Actually, I don't remember that.
They were like high.
Oh,
They were like really nice, I thought, or something. that
They
you
may
got.
have actually been. I thought they were from Amazon. They may have been from Shein.
Yeah,
I feel
I thought
like
that's
I
where you
wonder
got
if-
something.
Yeah.
You got it from some place. Because I remember, I
Yeah.
feel like I either asked you or you told someone in the hallway walking by me, and I heard
Yeah.
you say it. But yeah, I remember you wearing those, and I was like, I just did not think she's that type of girl. Like,
That makes me cringe because why was I wearing them? That
you had the you had the sunglasses, and then you had like some pink lip gloss or something, which I'd never seen you do that ever. Like the whole
What?
year, I had never seen you do that. And so when you walked out, I was like, huh. I was like, I just did not see that she was like that
I
type
have
of
no
girl.
idea. Well, yeah, I apparently I did that.
No,
I'm trying to
it
think.
didn't
I
look
feel,
bad.
well,
it was
yeah.
just interesting because I had never.
I feel like I know what lip gloss you're talking about. I feel like I
what the
remember.
whole-
I remember getting a new lip gloss that was like more pink than usual, but
Yeah,
The
I remember
sunglasses
because
are-
we were in 2 classes together all of freshman year,
okay, yeah.
but
first
we
and
didn't really
last, right?
talk ever.
I know, we just didn't. We
Yeah,
sat
it
at
was-
different tables in Algebra 1, and then physical science, we all got switched around,
Yeah.
so we didn't really
Because
have
I was
many
friends
chances.
with Carly more freshman year. Like, remember
Oh,
she
yeah,
would say to
I
me all
remember.
the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We were more friends because we met at volleyball camp, so that was kind of
Okay.
like how we became friends. But other than that, like sophomore year, it was better, right?
Yeah.
It was better.
That's when we got closer. Like, I had your number sophomore year, I think. I don't even remember. Like, how did I get it? I don't remember.
You invited me to your birthday party.
But I emailed you.
Did
So-
you?
Yeah, because
I
it was like the Google Chat thing. Remember when we
Oh,
had that, and then
maybe
they
it
took that
was.
away. But
Maybe it was.
because it
I
was
don't remember.
it was school emails.
Oh, I don't remember that. I really don't.
I think I remember.
Maybe
well,
you did because I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
Yet, so you're probably right.
Okay, I think I knew you when you got it. Like you had emailed me saying you got it. We had been emailing some, and then you emailed me saying you got a phone, and that's how I got your number. Like we were already connected before that, right?
No, because I didn't have a phone until I was like 16.
Well, no, I'm saying, but we were already like emailing each other. We were already kind
Oh.
of friends before you got a phone. Because I
Well,
remember.
yeah, we were, but I just the very first time you invited me to your house, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, no,
that
this was
happening.
after.
Okay,
when you
then
got a
maybe
phone.
maybe I was because I didn't get a phone until like the day that it was like a week or two before I turned 16. I got a phone because I started driving more, or I got my license, and my mom was like, that was when I can get you a phone, and I was like, cool. So I got a phone, But before that, I was doing the Google Chat with all my friends.
Yeah, no, same girl.
And I was literally using my computer to to talk to them, and then my mom's phone because she had the app on her phone
Yes.
too. So, oh my goodness, those days. It was funny. But
I
yeah.
used an Apple Watch because that's what
Oh, yeah, you
so my
did.
parents got me an Apple Watch when I was like 11 maybe, and on that like you
Do
basically
anything
can't
besides-
go on like online. Like I couldn't
Mhm.
search YouTube, I couldn't search, like I couldn't really, I could ask Siri. I could be like, hey, what's the weather today or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I do remember
other
your
than
Apple
that,
Watch.
so yeah, I walked around riding on my wrist for like 3-4 years. I got a phone.
You got
I
it
think
really soon after.
no, it actually
Really?
wasn't. I think I got it when I was 14. No, that
No, it
doesn't.
was 15 at least.
Okay, I think it may have been the Christmas before I turned 15. So I was like halfway, or I had just turned 14 in September. So I don't know. I think I was supposed to get it when I was 15, and my parents let me get it early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I have one now.
Yeah.
Mainly for like my big thing when I had the watch, I was like, I want to be able to take pictures. I want to be able to take
Yeah.
pictures, and
Yeah.
my storage is currently
That's
full
why
of
you should
pictures.
have. That's why you should have just gotten for a digital camera or
I
something.
know. I don't know why. I mean, I had like a knockoff Polaroid camera, I
Yeah.
think, but like I didn't want to keep having to buy the film for it.
That's fair. Yeah, but going back to just going over to your house, I remember like feeling so out of place. Not like with you,
Yeah.
but just with the other girls because I really didn't know anybody.
I don't remember.
And I was
hardly
like-
remember that, and I didn't know you super well. I kind of
Yeah.
like not felt bad, but
No,
like
it's fine.
I was like, I'm just kind of throwing her in with a bunch of people. Like they're
Yeah,
all nice, but
it was fun. I think what I was like confused about is this sounds wrong, but the type of people that you were with, they just didn't seem like your type of friends. So I was like,
they kind of weren't.
'cause I
So,
was like,
and
oh,
I've
that's
kind of
interesting, yeah.
realized that, which they're not bad people. I'm not bashing
No.
them, but like they're just not they're not the people I click
You're not
with.
your core people.
Yeah, like they're not who I
Yeah.
jazz with, and it kind of like, I don't know. I guess that's something time has taught me. God has taught me through
Yeah.
time that like, yeah,
Friends do matter.
friends come and go so much during
Yes,
high school.
they do.
And
They do.
it's hard, but you gotta like hold them with open hands. Cause
I mean, because like every year, because like sophomore year, I started sitting with you at lunch. Junior year, I definitely did. But like, even though we changed, like we may have changed friends, like I think I kind of expanded my group more every year. You
Yeah.
know? But I still didn't change. Like I didn't move my
Yeah.
lunch table. I stayed with the same lunch table,
Exactly.
but I just made more friends.
exactly.
So that was fun. But like obviously after sophomore year and stuff, like it was really fun to like get
Yes.
closer and all that
For
fun things.
sure.
But yeah, I wish you had been able to come to my 16th birthday party.
I was really sad.
I
that
wish you
missed
could have
that
gone. That was so much fun.
Did I miss the one last year? I wasn't able to stay for the whole thing.
17? No, you came over for 17 because remember my mom surprised us and
Yeah,
you bought me
okay.
that book and I told you I bought the book. Yeah.
Okay, I think I was thinking 16 because
yeah.
I'm getting you confused with a different friend because there have been times where I've gone to a birthday party where they were like, hey, you can sleep over after, and I wasn't able to because we were traveling the next day. I don't know why I was thinking
Yeah.
that
no,
happened with yours.
don't
We were
travel.
just like fully away for yours, but
Yeah. No, you
It-
came over for that and then you just
Yeah.
stayed. So yeah.
that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. My mom surprised me with Bella and Julia and it was so weird cuz I'd wanted them to meet for so long.
It was so fun. I love Bella. Like she's
I know.
so
She
fun to talk
loves
to.
she loves you too. She wanted to see you and Katie Beth today. That was like her
Aw.
top two main people.
I've been wanting to get together with her too, so we all need to like.
yeah.
We just
I
keep
wanna
missing
see-
each other. Everyone,
Yes, we do. Honestly, we do.
schedules are crazy.
But yeah, but today, guys, we went play, and it's a popular sport. I don't even know. I guess it's a sport, but
Yeah.
I played pickleball for the first time today.
Same here.
It was so much fun. I had a lot of fun. I definitely am gonna be sore tomorrow. I can feel my legs. Like,
I only played for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I barely played, so I don't think
and
I'll
it
be
was
sore.
oh my goodness,
It was so hot.
it was so hot.
Like it was. I don't think I could have lasted if I
No.
was there the
I'm
whole time.
surprised
like
I
y'all.
lasted as long as I did. It was so incredibly hot. And my car, guys, so my car does not have air condition. So on the way, because we went to go get Starbucks afterwards, and I literally was dying on the way to Starbucks and on the way back because also it was so gross, and this is gross, guys, but I was literally, because of how much I was sweating, my legs still were sweating in the car, so it was literally all
Same
on my
here.
seat.
Me and Katie Beth, we were like sweating all in the seat. She was like, "I'm so sorry, your seats are wet."
It
And I
was
like,
so
"It's fine."
gross. I
Like, same
hated
here.
that feeling. I was like, I need to get my car like needed to leave. So, oh my goodness, it
Mm-mm.
was hard, but it was a lot of fun. I had a
It
lot of
was.
fun. We went to Starbucks and had that whole yap session, and
Yes.
um, I loved hanging out with Natalie because she was
Yes. She's
awesome.
so sweet.
But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, that was our fun little activity that we did. And then I was like, hey, before you come over, we're gonna do a podcast. And Jules was like, cool, let's do it. And I was
Oh
like, let's
yeah.
do it. You know.
I'm always
So
down to yap.
yes, but going, and I guess I can answer this too for myself. But going into college, or like, getting ready to finish the year out and things, what is one way that you want to grow this year before you leave?
That's a good question. Feel like something I've been focusing a lot on, and like God has been helping me with it too, is like I feel like last year, not that it wasn't a terrible year. It was not a bad year, but like I don't know what it was, but looking back, I just had so much like social anxiety, and I felt very like it felt like a physical feeling.
Last year?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
a lot
dang,
of the
I didn't know
time,
that.
which not it wasn't like with you and with Katie Beth and Natalie and
Mhm.
people like that. Like I was fine, but just with people it was kind of like iffy, like I didn't really know them super well. I just had a lot of anxiety about like interacting with people, and then I just did not do a lot of stuff out of my comfort zone at all.
Yeah.
So going into this year, I'm just not necessarily I'm better about social. Like I don't really have that anymore. I had to pray through it a lot and stuff, but just I'm doing several things that are out of my comfort zone on purpose because I'm like I need to prepare for college. That's going to be crazy out of my comfort zone. But just like especially when it's things even if I don't understand or I don't really agree with what the Lord is saying, like just being obedient in new opportunities and things that are uncomfortable because they can be really good.
Yeah, that's a really good one. But I think also going back to like the whole social
Mhm.
anxiety things, there were just people also that you didn't like in your
Yeah, to
in your
be
classes.
honest,
Yeah, in your classes, you weren't it wasn't helping
there were
any.
people that did not make me feel comfortable being myself or just the school environment. I'm not shaming people. Like I know so many of us have a lot of us are extroverted and we're fine in school and some people are just not comfortable. And that was me last year. And I know I was around some people like that too, but I don't know what it was, but like
Yeah.
looking back, that was the one like the most I guess the most negative thing. Like I
Yeah.
just
And I think also this year, there was a little bit more drama than I was used to.
yeah.
This actually for you
And
there was a lot
and
more,
it
but
was a lot closer to me
yeah.
than
And it's
I'm
not,
used
guys,
to.
she's not a person that just gets involved in drama. She
No.
just heard all of it and then she
Yeah.
told me and I was
Yeah.
like, that's actually
Passing
wild.
it through the
And then I would
grapevine.
pass stuff on to her and I'd be like, you can't
We
believe,
were
yeah.
both kind of going through
That
it.
is one thing. It was like so many, like, I feel like there were just so many like relationships that just died, that's so many.
And I mean, I'm not shaming the people who broke up, but like it was one thing after another. And
And it
it was
kept like
people
happening
and it was
every other week.
yeah, and there were some people close to us too that it
There were
happened
other
to.
people
So
that were just like, that either weren't friends anymore or they broke up,
it
or
was
something. And it was just a lot. And I was like, golly. I was like, I know
no.
high school is that, but for us, it just wasn't not being used to that.
Yeah.
It kind of made us like,
And I
wake up call.
Exactly. And I have no patience for drama at all. So I was like, y'all, this is too much.
Yeah. And, and I'm not to say like, we're not trying to sound heartless because we did like, I guess the word like empathize or whatever
Yeah.
with our friends that were going through rough things, but at the same time we also dealt with some people that were just very over dramatic about a lot of
Yeah.
things, and I was like, I also don't like I have a tolerance for drama but I don't have a tolerance for when you're being over dramatic because then
I
I'm
get
like,
that.
okay, I can't believe anything you say.
Yeah,
So
I get that. I feel like I guess I don't have much patience for drama that I don't like that's kind of pointless or could be prevented. Like there is some drama that you just conflict you can't prevent or like certain people have drama happen to them and they haven't done anything wrong, but when you can prevent it and you're not,
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that.
This is random. Can you hand me that pillow?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna move the beanbag so
Because
it
my
may be loud
feet are
for a
cold and I
sec.
want to put it on my feet. Yeah, you can lean up, but you can close that door and lean up against it. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if the microphone will reach that far, but if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, no, you're
There.
fine. But okay. I will say, on a little rabbit trail, okay? Guys, if you are a part of a friend group that keeps splitting and you guys keep trying to get back together,
Gosh.
there is a reason y'all split in the first place. So please, I know you want to still be friends with them, but if you start realizing that y'all are all just trying to get back at each other secretly behind each other's backs, just break up the group, please.
And I have kind of a hot take, and it may. This is not a blanket statement. There may be some cases where it works, but especially for like, if I could give my younger self, this isn't the biggest piece of advice, but like a
Yeah.
little piece of advice.
A little tip.
Big friend groups usually do not work. No matter how like happy, fun, great they look on the outside, there's drama. Especially when it's guy and girl, there's always drama. Someone likes somebody else. Somebody doesn't like somebody else. Like
Or the best friend likes that person.
I know, like,
yeah.
they don't last in the long run most of the time, and
Yeah.
they're not as great as they seem. Like,
And sometimes you do have to keep your friends separated.
Yeah.
Like, really genuinely, because, like, what Julia is saying is, like, I feel like if that certain group that we all know that I didn't even know they had broken up, so I was like still trying to learn.
No,
but if they had just kind of kept each other separate on some level, it really honestly wouldn't have clashed as bad as it did, But they all were just hanging out with each other so much that I think that also made them like worse, But guys, seriously though, if y'all aren't vibing, just break it off.
Yeah, it's so much
if it's over and over and over again.
It is so much better to have one real friend than a bunch of fake friends. And I know that's kind of like advice, but still focus on having like a good close friendship with a couple people than being friends with everyone. Because you can't be.
I know I've said this before, but girls, if any of these girls are listening, seriously, vibe with your friends first before your boyfriend.
Exactly.
Do not push away your friends if you like a boy, because they are the ones that you got to come back to. And if you don't treat them well, they're going to move on to somebody else.
Yeah, and
they are.
Coming from someone that has happened to, it hurts.
Yes.
And God has a plan for it. He used it in my life, but like it's not fun to go through, and it did not it was not fun.
And I think it's like it's hard because if you have a friend that one of their good friends like kind of just like ditched them, they're like, okay, now like I'm done with you, like, and if it keeps happening to you, just
boundaries.
Just be like, okay, I really can't do this anymore, and it's also, it's like, I think people don't realize, especially if you're in a big group, if you hurt somebody, that hurts everyone.
It really does.
It doesn't just hurt one person. It literally, like you said, yes, it's like a literal ripple effect through everything, because like, like our friend group, for instance, kind of got a little split, a little bit this year. And that like ruined all of us to a point. Like I was like, oh my goodness, it kind of affected all of us.
And they're just, yeah.
She's like, no.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yes,
and I know it's hard, and it doesn't mean like, I don't know, there's a balance if you have a boyfriend, like between friends and guys.
Don't okay, I know this is really hard to explain because we're saying all this, but at the same time, don't give up on your friends. But if it keeps happening and you've talked to them about it and they still do it, then just be like, okay, I'm gonna start distancing myself. Don't instantly cut it off, because then it'll just make it look weird. But
you want to have grace for people, but also, I mean, I've had this happen and I didn't talk to the person about it, because sometimes, I mean, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes you just can't. But
sometimes you don't want to.
Yeah, well, true. But I couldn't really. And sometimes you have to, if you try a couple times to get closer and it just doesn't work, you have to like let it go. And that's where it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to describe it, it's hard to put into words.
No,
but
I understand.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop
She's like,
talking
"We're
for
gonna
a
stop
sec.
talking right there." She's like, "Cause it'll go in the wrong direction if we keep talking." But yes, circling all the way back around to my
Yeah.
original question, obedience to God,
Yes.
definitely, because that is really important, especially because my mom keeps telling me like, she's like, you're in such a phase where you're like on the edge of
Mhm.
going out and being on your own, but you're still at home, so you still have to follow your parents' rules and all of like, all their guidance and all that stuff. So it is definitely a challenge to just want to obey your parents and to obey
Yeah.
God, because you're like,
For sure. I feel like, though, kind of like in line with what I had said about getting out of my comfort zone this year, that I feel like senior year is so I won't say it's the best time, but it is a really good chance and a really good time to just try some new stuff. Like try that's what I'm doing this year. So try new stuff while you're still in your parents' home and you still got that like
keep their
people who
trust.
yeah,
Keep
people
their
well
trust.
not I'm not talking about crazy stuff. Like for
Yeah,
me,
no.
I'm going to sing on our worship team and try a new club at school this year and things that are safe and good. But while you're still kind of in a relative comfort zone, try some new stuff. And then when you go off to college, you'll have some cool new experiences.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah.
think one good piece of advice that I listened to on this other podcast. So, if you guys know who Priscilla Shire is, she's
she's
like
so good.
so good. And her son JC and her do this podcast, and it's called Full Fledged. Definitely recommend, go listen to it, guys. It's awesome. They're hilarious. They are such a fun family dynamic, because she had 3 sons, and so they talk
Yes.
about all the brothers and all that stuff. So but JC was like saying, I think he was talking about like one time he snuck out of the house, and his mom, he was just telling his mom this, and he's like, out of college now
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and she was like, "You did what?" But he said teenage years are so much more fun if your parents can trust you.
Mhm.
And guys, that is so important, because I know it's hard, because trust me, I have so many times wanted to just talk back to my parents, and I still get in like, little, I ruffle some feathers sometimes, I'm
Yeah.
not 100%, perfect, but like, it is true. Like,
It really is.
it's so much more fun if they can trust you, because then they're like, okay, like, you can go,
Yeah,
do this and then do that,
exactly.
and we know you're gonna use wisdom,
Yeah.
So
You
guys,
have a lot more freedom.
yes, for sure. And even if they do trust you, but they still don't let you do things that you're like, that's really harmless, just, and I'm speaking to the choir, guys, just still respect that, because in the long run, you're almost out on your own
Yeah,
anyways.
it seems like such a big deal in the moment, and it kind of is in the moment. It's a big deal, but like 5 years down the road, it really won't
You
matter.
have, and all my teachers say this, and you probably heard this before, but you have the rest of your life to be an adult.
Exactly.
So,
So treasure right now when like you don't have to do all the adulting things. 'Cause
yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah, and also just like getting out of the house. I think the hardest thing is realizing that you have to find your own convictions.
Mhm.
That's really hard, because it's like you're still under that you're in that mindset and under that blanket of your parents, where it's like, what my parents don't want me to do, I
Yeah.
won't do it. But even if it's like something like small, you're like, wait,
Yeah.
I actually can do
It's a
this,
fine line.
Yeah. It's kind of like this example about because when we were kids, our parents would not let us turn the car light in the back seat on,
Oh,
because it
yeah.
would block my dad was like, I can't see.
I know. Turn it
So
off.
I'm like, whenever I do it now, it's so weird, because I'm like, sorry, I'm
Exactly.
gonna turn, like, I literally one time was doing school in the dark, and I had to turn it on because I
Yeah.
was like, I can't see. And he was like, oh, that's fine, go ahead. And I was like, that's so
What?
weird. I was like, that's so weird.
I
So it's
know.
like I was still in that mindset of when I was like a kid, and it was like a
Yes.
sin to turn the light
Exactly.
on in the back seat.
For sure.
But it is like, it is I completely lost my train of thought.
I kind of lost your train of thought
I
too,
lost my
honestly.
train of thought. But I was using that as an example of just saying, like, that's a small thing of using your own convictions and
Yeah.
trying to find it, but just like figuring out your own things on
For
your
sure.
own is definitely.
There are some things that are black and white, and then there are gray areas where you can like there are some things when you go to college that are still even if it's something your parents taught you or maybe
Yeah.
Maybe your parents didn't care, and
Yeah.
like you had to form your own convictions early.
And sometimes you don't. I think one of the reasons, a really big reason why a lot of teenagers and young adults going into college, the reason why we don't like sometimes telling our parents things is because we're afraid. We're already feeling ashamed of it if it's wrong. Like if we did something
Yeah.
wrong, or we just don't want to face their disappointment, even if they have to, like, okay, like I can't, all right, it's not like, and if your parents are the type of people that won't tell it directly to your face, like, I'm disappointed in you, but you can tell by their face that they're like, okay, we raised you better than that, but yeah, it's definitely something that you have to sometimes just sit down and talk to them and just be like, you told me you want me to find my own convictions, and I've prayed about this, and I really don't feel like this is wrong. And not like anything crazy, guys. I can't really think of an example, but
modesty.
Huh?
I mean, modesty.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, the length of your t-shirt or something. Like
yeah, for
it's
sure.
just things like
that
that
is what is one thing that
and
is hard.
To your point with like telling your parents stuff about when you and everyone messes up in one way or another, but try in high school to cultivate that with your parents now, and that relationship, even if it's hard, where you can tell them anything, because that'll make it easier.
Be honest. At least be honest.
Yeah, at least be honest.
Even if you don't want to tell them, and I'm not saying don't tell your parents anything, guys, because tell your parents things, trust me, because it also keeps you accountable.
Exactly.
But even if you don't want to tell them everything, at least let them in on enough.
Yeah.
And not the standard of you're enough, like actually enough.
To where they know what happened.
Yes. Then they can trust you because you're letting them know, like, we did this, this, and this, and this. Like, even if you're going out and you're just hanging out with your friends and there are guys there, like, tell them about everything that went on. Because it's like, also, they want to know how your night was.
Yeah, they care about what you're doing.
They want to know what you did.
Yeah.
Like, so, because my dad sometimes, like, when I come in and I'm done hanging out with my friends, he'll be like, what'd you do? And he'll pause whatever he's watching or turn the volume down and be like, tell me what you did. And he wants to know what I know, and my mom. So it's like, tell them about what, all the things that you experienced and stuff. And, 9 times out of 10, they'll surprise you sometimes and be like, you know what? I did the same thing. And you're like, whoa. Like,
crazy.
But yeah, seriously though, being honest with your parents and also letting them trust you is really a big thing. Because teenagers are just known for being little rebels. So
kind of dumb sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to throw shade on anybody.
I'm not. Well, I'm throwing shade on myself too. Like,
yeah. I think for guys, it's just boys are just boys,
boys mature
but also,
slower.
Yes, but also girls, it's more of like the emotional, being
For sure.
emotionally, like, especially with boys, being emotionally dumb with boys is kind of a thing, I feel like.
Guard your heart.
Yes, guys. Oh my goodness. If I could not stress something enough, ladies, when you meet a boy and you start dating him, or you guys at least talk, do not set your heart on him, please.
Yeah. There's a boundary. You can be excited, you can, like him, whatever, but don't be like, all right, we're getting married. I'm starting our Pinterest board right now.
No.
And we all think that way. I've thought that way. But, like,
obviously,
that's not a reality.
No.
Like, you can't.
I'm like, dude is literally like 16 years old. He's not gonna know what he wants to do with his life yet, or what he wants. We can't
figure out what we're gonna eat for lunch, let alone who we're marrying.
Exactly.
So
I'm like, stop saying that he's gonna be your husband, because he's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't get started on that topic because I won't stop.
Yeah. And the only reason I'm saying this is just because there were just some things that happened this year that I had to walk through. I had to help some friends, get past that mindset. And I would just tell them, like, guys, like, he's not. I'm like, this is your first relationship, like, real relationship you've ever been in, and you, like, really feel like this dude's the one. I'm like, don't set your heart on it. I'm like, he probably isn't. I'm like, he's just this 16-year-old kid.
Like hold people with open hands. Hold your relationships with open hands. Like,
that
not,
is one thing.
don't push people away, but also don't hold them too close, because both things are
Yeah,
not good.
and definitely as girls, and I'm not saying like that the boy is dumb. I am not saying that. I'm just saying for girls, don't have such a high standard that because they're most likely
Uh-huh.
not going to meet it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like they're not going to meet it because we think that we think that boys especially are like awesome and
Oh yeah.
all these
Don't.
things and
Mhm.
yeah. So
Don't project your, what's the word? Like, I hate to say fantasies. That kind of sounds a little bit weird, but like, you know what I mean? Your expectations and your like dreams, I guess, about a relationship onto a guy, because then you're not going to see him clearly. And, you know, I've
no.
done that before and it did not turn out
Mhm.
well.
Yeah. Yeah, just be mindful of what you do, what you say,
Mhm.
how much you let them see of
Yeah.
your heart, and I'm not saying like be closed off or like have a wall up. I'm just saying just be choosy and wise.
Yeah, intentional.
Intention,
And
yeah,
you can
very.
never regret. Whoa. Little kid accent coming out there, Wugwet. You can never regret.
I'm sorry.
That cracked me up too.
Keep going.
You can never regret taking it slow. Like, you really.
Amen.
I don't know who said that's not from me. I heard that somewhere, but like,
She
if,
said
if you take it slow and things don't work out, great, you haven't wasted anything. And if you take it slow and things do work out, good, y'all
Yeah.
got the rest of your life.
And if you can take it slow, yes, the rest of your life. Remember that. And if you can take it slow and he doesn't push you,
that's a glaring green flag.
absolutely. Like, do not let the guy pressure you into anything. I'm like, I don't even care if y'all are like being playful. Like,
Yeah,
don't pressure either of you into doing
No.
anything that you don't want to do.
And don't like. I know it's so easy to say when you're not in the situation, but there are red flags that are so like people ignore because they're just like, oh, like whatever, whatever excuse the guy gave or what they believe, but like a red flag is a red flag.
And stop downplaying them,
Mhm.
please.
Don't.
Like, I don't know if that's the right word, but
Yeah.
still, like, stop excusing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
when they add up, like one red flag is something to note, but not like break up with a guy over if it's
Yeah.
something kind of small. But if
Yeah.
it keeps happening, that's something that needs to
Yeah.
be addressed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because there are, like you just said, there are so many girls out there that I feel like there's now, like, because I was talking about this with someone. I was like, there's now this standard, I feel like, of in social media especially, where like all these women are like, if a guy doesn't do this for you, if a guy doesn't do that for you, break up with him.
Like,
he's not worth your time.
yeah.
And I'm like,
double standards, because I've heard some people talk about guys like that, like, oh, this guy he didn't buy me flowers on this random Tuesday. He's not for me. Goodbye. But they're not doing anything for the guy. They're not trying to invest in the relationship. That's
Yeah.
a red flag on the girl side.
yeah.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
But
It's not, and my mom always said, like, she's like, people say sometimes marriage is like 50-50. I'm like, no, it's 100% all the way. Both
Yeah.
sides. You can't just give 50-50 to equal 100.
Yeah.
Y'all both have to be
yeah.
100 and then put in together, because
and
then
it
it'll work
balances
better.
out every day. Like when somebody's at 15, the other person can give 75 and vice versa.
There you go. So it's just like, well, I think what we're mostly just saying is like, don't, I guess don't judge them too hard instantly right away if they mess up. Because I'm like, think about it. Guys do grow in the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, they have room to grow. Give them room to grow is what I'm saying.
And
Give them room to grow and be a man.
Yeah, give them room to lead you. Don't, like, control the relationship, even though it's tempting to. Like,
Because sometimes you just want to change everything.
I know, but, like, wait for the guy to reply. Wait for the guy to text you first sometimes. And, like, I saw this, I think it was actually on Gilmore Girls the other day, but she was saying it was a girl who kind of had like a clingy boyfriend and they were just going through a phase, and her mom was telling her, like, give him room to miss you.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean always, but sometimes if y'all are like seeing each other every day for a week and you're calling each other and you're texting, all that, where it's just so much, like, have some space. Y'all are not, your personality should not be your boyfriend. That's
no.
You are your own
not.
person apart from him.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty much what you said. And also just like never, and I know people hear this all the time, but never try to change yourself for
Yeah.
anybody. Not even like, and you hear, women say that, but I'm like, I'm meaning like, don't be different,
Yeah.
around your friends and around him. Like, be the
Mhm.
same person and, um, yeah, be yourself. Be yourself around your guy, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
And also, this is like a little bit off topic of that, but still on the topic of guys. You don't always have to have a guy in your life. Like I feel like that's something. I
that is
mean,
true.
I there are some people that I wish I could tell them that. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to always have a guy. Yeah. It sounds like selfish to say, but I'm not meaning it like that. Like high school is the time to kind of focus on yourself and your relationship with God and grow, like figure out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, how you
Yeah.
interact with people, all of that. Just don't, yeah, you don't always have to have a guy in your life. Cuz yeah, life is more exciting with them, but it's also there's a lot more anxiety and like issues that come
Yeah.
from
You
it.
don't have to have a guy to have fun.
Yeah,
Like, you
for
can
sure.
just have a big group of
Good
girlfriends.
girlfriends.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw this thing that Brooke said she wanted us to do,
What?
and she wants me to do, like, I don't know if me specifically, but she just
Yeah.
said, I want to have a party where you pull up all of these AI, you get AI to make a
Mhm.
guy for each girl
Yes.
in the
Oh
room, and
yeah.
then you have a slideshow, and it'll come up on the screen
Oh
and say, who
yeah.
does this guy belong to? And
Honestly, we could that would be so cool. Have you seen like the PowerPoint nights?
yes.
That, but have ChatGPT give you like so you put in stuff about
Yeah.
your like personality, looks,
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah, and then have it give you like slides or things you can turn into slides
Yeah.
about like their personality, how they look,
Yeah,
like
it
all
would.
that.
That
That would
she
be
was like, dude,
so fun.
we have to do this. I was like, honestly, that looks so much
That
fun.
would be so fun.
Because I was like, all the girls piling in,
Mhm.
and then all of us like having each girl individual
That
guy
would be
set
like
up for them.
that'd be like a TV show,
That would
honestly.
be so
Like
much fun.
I could watch that.
But what would like my thing was because I was like, okay, that would be good. But I was like, but then what do you put down? Like, do you put down like what do you put
mean?
like meaning like if it comes up so like this one for you example like this
Mhm.
one is for Julia like then
Yeah.
what do you put down about like do you put down stuff about them
I would
and then be like matching it matches up with what you like in a guy or something like I don't
feel like they should. Everyone should do their own PowerPoint, not like type in what their dream guy is.
oh I
Have
see
everyone specifically go to like whatever AI, I don't know,
Mhm.
and have that like put in stuff about your personality, blah blah blah. Have it generate your perfect guy, and then you make your own short little
oh
PowerPoint.
yeah true I think it's just fun to like flip through the slides though that you've made for
Yes,
your friends because they don't
exactly.
know that like all that stuff so
Also, one thing me and Reagan did, and it was so, oh my gosh, it was so funny. So we put in our names, and then we put in some people, some guys from school, a couple from our church that are just we did problematic guys, and a couple like good ones just for fun, and we had chat GPT generate a Love Island script for it. So it paired us with different people, and it was hilarious because
Oh,
we were
that's
like,
crazy.
"No, we got them! Oh my gosh!"
I know it just sounds
was
so
so
much
funny.
fun. I was like,
It
I would love
is.
to do that with my friends. Like at least have, including myself, have 6 girls, and then just have like it come up on the screen,
Yes.
and
PowerPoint night,
PowerPoint night.
basically.
Yeah, it looks so much fun.
We should
This
do
is
that.
random, but I was just thinking this funny video I saw, and it was like seeing what are on other people's computer screens during class at college.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so funny.
Because people are like somebody's buying tickets to a concert.
Yes,
Somebody's like
literally.
stalking people.
And then so it was like one was like Minecraft, and then another one was how to drop out of college. And then it was
That's
like
hilarious.
I was like, oh my god,
I'm
I
so
was
nosy too. I'm gonna
yeah.
love that.
Especially if I get people good that are beside me, I'll just be like,
Mhm.
hey yo, like what
I
you
know.
doing,
You can't get a privacy screen protector for a computer. I mean, I'm sure you could, but like most
Sad.
people don't.
Yeah, that's
So.
why I have one on, on my phone. And it's not okay. It was funny because I got a privacy screen, right? And my mom was like, why do you have that? And it was only because I was in a car with one of my friends and she has siblings and they kept trying to look on my phone. And I was like, stop looking at my, like, I would try to show her a video and literally I would just be sitting in the middle row and they would be all the way in the back and I'd be like, hey dude, like, look at this is so funny. And they would jump forward and be like, let me see. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna show you, bro. Like, I
would show y'all if I was gonna show y'all.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, it's not bad. I just am like, I just was showing my friend, like, hey, this is meant for you, you know, but they would like jump to the front and be like, let me see. And I'm like, no. Like, so that's why I got it. That is literally one of the reasons why I got one.
I don't like privacy screen protectors because, like I said, I'm nosy. So
yeah, it's hard. It definitely is hard because, like, you know, I can't turn my phone. Like, if I'm showing someone and there's, like, one person on this side, one person
you
on
have
this
to,
side,
like, fully turn it.
You have to turn, you have to fully turn it, you know, and so it's kind of hard. And then the other person can't see it. So it's, like, it is hard, but it's still, like, just to have it, you know, around people that are, like, genuinely nosy and, like, they don't actually, like, you know, it's not your friends. I'm like, I don't like that.
I really never have anything to hide on my phone, so I'm fine. Like, it's so funny. This is something that annoys my mom. Like, not with my phone. Like, a lot of people don't have privacy screen protectors, but it's a funny thing that irks my mom. I'm pretty bad about, like, I'm pretty self-aware, like, sometimes too much, but when it comes to the volume of my voice in public, I am not. So I have talked way too loud in, like, certain situations, but when I'm with my family, my mom gets so mad at me. She's like, be quiet.
I feel like we all have that stage, honestly.
Well, no, like, I've never grown out of it. So but I'm like, I love being around people who are loud talkers in other groups because I can eavesdrop and be like, oh, what are they talking about, you know? So I'll be that for other people.
I felt like that was me today, though, being loud in the Starbucks. I felt bad, but I was like, I feel like we were all kind of balancing each other out. So, like,
and we were in the corner. We were away. If we were in the main room, I would have felt worse because that's where people are ordering and stuff.
But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Mine isn't volume. It's more of like sometimes I'm just negative, so I'll just say negative stuff, and my mom's like, "Why are you so negative right now?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I just don't mean to be." I'm like, I'm just like constantly thinking about,
I get that.
you know, judgy things. Not gonna lie, especially when I'm at the beach.
I get that.
Because I'm like, when I'm at the beach, I feel so insecure. So I'm like, I just
very
hate going into restaurants feeling like I look like a boy, even though I know I don't. But like, still,
my
like,
hair is frizzy. Like, oh my gosh, it makes me so mad. So my hair, I have wavy hair, and I used to straighten it. Like, I burned it off for years, and then I finally, last January, started wearing it natural. I love it. It's great when it's nice and smooth, and I've styled it. At the beach, it just, poof, the volume is like 3 times normal, and it's not pretty. It's like frizzy, coarse, like it looks like I got electrocuted. And
I mean, I don't remember you. I remember you straightening your hair, but I feel like you curled it a lot.
Maybe
freshman year.
Oh yeah, freshman year. It was last January was sophomore year? That's weird. I think I was that's when I started wearing it natural. But I also then I went to the other extreme and I was using a mermaid, like, iron.
Yeah, I've wanted to try one of those.
There were some times that I did not use it. Like, I thought it looked good and it did not. Because
your hair looks good. Like, I know you said your hair is naturally wavy, but your hair does look good when you do it extra wavy. Like, I do like that hairstyle.
Me too.
But yeah, because I'm like always, I don't know, I'm always insecure at the beach because I'm just like, that's just where all the bleach blondes are. And I'm
I'm literally going to the beach next week and I'm trying to be like, all right, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just here to have fun with my family.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Yeah. Do you ever think you'd ever get, like, more blonde in your hair? I know you're technically a dirty blonde, but, like,
really? You think I am?
Because
you're
a little bit more brown, but at least you have similar hair colors.
I guess so. Hers is more like
because she gets it like, you know, I don't know what the highlights or something.
I had a very negative experience with highlights. You already know about it, but like I
thought it looked great.
I hated it. I have a picture of me crying the day I got it. 'Cause, like, I bawled that whole
Is it because
day.
you thought it looked gray?
I hated it because no, I wanted something. It was like, honestly, it may be not 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I think. I got highlights. It was maybe beginning of August. And I wanted something, I really wanted it to look natural. I did not want
Yeah.
it to look straight blonde. And I wanted like maybe warm, light blonde highlights. I know that doesn't
like
sound natural.
golden?
Yeah, golden. Like, cause my hair's like medium brown, but I've
Yeah.
got some warm tones in it. And I was like, I want it to be natural. And we went to a salon, and I did not get what I wanted. And looking back, like, it wasn't terrible, but it was the front of my head, like the top front of my head, it was just two straight strips of blonde. Like, my hair was kind of fried. That's how blonde I got. And that was exactly what I didn't want.
Yeah.
So I've grown it out. I'm finally at the point where it's almost completely out of my hair, and it's gonna be a while. I was kind of traumatized by
Really?
that. So,
Oh.
because I do really want some like nice golden caramel highlight.
Do you have
like
an inspo pic?
I think so. I could pull one up.
Yeah. Do you have
But
an inspo
also,
pic?
yeah. So I want something kind of like that, but also for senior photos and stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna try anything before, because if I get something I don't like, heaven forbid, then I'm not gonna have that in
She
my
said,
senior
I can't
photos.
just ask them to edit my hair out.
Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
but
I've always wanted to get brown highlights in my hair.
I think yours,
Because you can't really see anything in my hair.
yeah. I feel like your hair would look cool if you, I don't know how you would do this, not dyeing it blue or purple, but if you got like a tint,
A
like if
tint,
the light
yeah.
hit it and it
Yeah.
looked like
No,
that.
because my mom has like a reddish tint to her hair when she gets into the sun. So like mine is more brown, and you can kind of see the red, but I've always, okay, wait, can I see it closer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
natural.
do feel like
That's
though that's
what
what your hair looked like.
That's what my hair looks like now, kind of. So, yeah, but no, that was not what maybe in the back that's what it looked like, but
in my opinion, that's what it looked like.
I
Honestly.
just did not like the front at all, and yeah. And then between the straightening and the bleach and everything, like, my hair was so fried and thin, and I was really insecure about it for a while. So now that it's finally back to being healthy, I'm just gonna leave it be and enjoy
So you
it.
wouldn't want to be like blonde.
I don't think it suits me. I don't know.
I'm trying to imagine
I
it.
know. Like, I'm prioritizing now. I just want to have thick, healthy looking hair rather than blonde, cuz my hair was so stringy when I was straightening it and everything. Wait. I think I have a picture.
She said, "Wait, I have proof."
Let me get I have a picture when I had a lot of highlights, and then
Yeah. And it's like so hard because it's like you see things that you want to get, and you see other girls rocking it, but then it's like you want to be happy with how God created your
Yes.
hair, but sometimes you're like, I just want to add stuff.
See,
to
like,
it.
that was my hair before any highlights. It was dark.
Dang.
And now that was like my mom's hair, and now
I feel like low-key that like you look like a different person.
yes,
like
that was 2024. That suits me
crazy.
so much better than being.
You look good both ways. Like you look great both ways.
Thanks. I disagree, but
Your hair honestly then kind of looked like it had like a reddish tint to it.
Honestly,
in, like,
okay,
in the light.
There was a lady I used to get my haircut
Burgundy.
with told me, she was like, you could do red hair. Like, I
You
think red.
could.
I was like, I
Then
don't
I
know.
mean now because since you have more blonde-ish, you know, in
Yeah.
your hair, like then you definitely
Yeah,
could have.
I don't-
like you would have rocked red hair.
I honestly, that would be fun. I just do not have the confidence to
Has
dye
your
my
hair
whole
gotten all? I feel like it's lighter now. Like I know that since
lighter?
you've gotten.
Oh yeah, lighter than way before I
Yeah.
got highlights. Yes.
Do you think will it ever get back? Do you think it'll ever get back to the original or no?
I don't know. I have like natural highlights in my hair now. Like, I've got a little bit of blonde on the very, very end, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to find.
Even though your hair is darker, and I know guys we're talking about hair, it's so random, but I do feel like you would look good just being a brunette, like all the way,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lighter
Like,
brown. I
yeah.
do think you would actually
well,
look great.
so that was the picture where I was.
she said where I was crying.
I was like, I hate this.
I'm s-
Where's Well,
She was so upset. She called
that
me a
one
couple
isn't
days.
that bad. That
You
was
see
right
it.
after.
Yeah, I was like, she called me a couple days afterwards and was like,
I
hate
just
it.
couldn't. I told all my friends I was so excited to get it done, and then
Here's
I
the thing.
hated it.
Elise kind of had something similar like
Yeah.
this, and it took her a second, but she did actually end up really liking
See,
it
that
later.
was. I feel like that's not too bad. It's like when I grew it out a little bit more. Where
If
was
you guys hear this sound, it's me drinking something. I keep
Fun
trying
drinks.
not to jostle it around, but I can't help it.
I just feel like even the spot where I still have highlights, I know I've grown it out a lot, but it was just so dead. Like, I do not like that. I do not think that that is flattering on me.
She said
Uh-uh.
no. But that's a cute picture of you and your
It's
dad.
a cute picture, yes. It was on my birthday, but
Yo, it's so funny. Her dad and her look so much alike. But
I love it.
But she says, I remember because I told her, actually, it was last year. I told you on your birthday because you sent me a picture. I was like, you and your dad honestly look so much
we
alike.
do.
And she's like, really? She's like, because everybody keeps saying that it's me and my mom.
That there was a period where I
Yeah.
think it was some people who didn't know my dad super well, but they were like, you like me and my mom were standing side by side. We have
Yeah.
similar coloring, like
Yeah.
dark eyes, dark hair, but our face, how our face is shaped and everything, me and my dad all the way.
Yeah. For sure. It's definitely your dad. I feel
Some-
like,
Sorry.
no, I'm trying to think about between Addie and Grant.
Someone told us, somebody asked if me and Addie were twins one time.
What?
It was at a, yes, and I was like, that, I don't know how to feel about
You
that.
and Addie are not twins.
And then, so, me and my sister have similar coloring, again, but we don't look alike. And me and my brother, we both have darker-ish hair, but that's it. He looks completely different from me. He's tall, I'm short, he has blue eyes, I don't like his face shape, all that. So people think we're dating all the time.
Yeah, Grant
The
and
amount
Julia
of
do
the
not look
amount
like
of
they are
times
anywhere any
at school,
siblings at all.
I'll just like pass him in the hallway or say something, and I hear, "Is that your girlfriend? Are
Oh
y'all
my
dating?"
goodness.
And Grant's like, "No! Oh my gosh!"
No,
And it doesn't help that he knows that I don't like physical touch, and so he'll mess with me by like touching me or hugging me, and so that makes it seem like we're more of a couple, which
Yeah.
we're not.
That is funny though, because people that have that problem, they just get a shirt that says she's my sister, he's my
Yes,
brother.
I know.
Do not
I
like
literally thought about
no, we're
getting
not
that
dating.
for him, because in public I'm like, people probably think we're
You really
dating.
should. I will get one
and
for
I
you.
look young for my age too, and he's younger than me, but he looks older, so
yeah,
we
it's
balance
his
out.
height.
Yeah, he's really tall. So
I don't know. I feel like this is weird, but like because I've seen Grant stand next to your dad before, and I feel like he's not like, I don't know. I feel like your dad isn't tall in my opinion, but maybe that's just my eyes, because I feel like Grant is like just looks
I think
taller
Grant
to me.
looks taller because he is tiny. He's pretty skinny, so he just looks more lanky.
I
He's
guess
got like a
so.
lankier build.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's actually as tall as my dad now.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back to school and be like,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be
goodness,
the
that's so
midget
true.
of my family, because Addie's already as tall as me, and she's 13.
Yeah.
So she's gonna,
Addie's definitely
she's
got
gonna be like
she's got
Elise.
longer legs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, she'll be taller, and then I am fine being short. I wish I were shorter, honestly.
Yeah.
But
But it's not like, I mean, it's not like your parents are super tall either.
Yeah.
But like
they're
still,
not super tall. They're not super short. They're pretty.
Yeah, they're
my
kinda
mom's
average.
5'4", my dad's 5'11". So
yeah.
5'11", 5'12". Yeah.
But yeah, if you're in my family though, you've got giants. So like I kind of just look like an actual midget between everybody. And
You're fun. You are like, well, no. If I'm fun size, you're like the mini, the tiny little travel candy.
No, like, okay. So my brother-in-law, Garrett, is super tall, right, guys? And we were looking at a picture today of this guy that used to go to our school and his girlfriend now. And low-key, she looks like a child next to him. It's like crazy. And I realized after we left the Starbucks, I realized that that's how Garrett and my height looks like.
Oh,
Like I'm
gosh.
like down to his waist.
That's crazy.
And he's all the way up
That's-
there. My head is
Uh-uh.
like mid, like it's like waist or maybe just a little bit up, but it's like
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It's not even that, like, it's, oh my goodness. Actually,
I feel like a
Let me
child
see
when
if
I
I
go
can
out in
find-
public, because I'm just like, I don't know. I'm short and I'm skinny, so I feel like a child.
yeah. No, for me, it's like, I don't know. It's weird because somebody told me when I first started out high school, they were like, "You look like a senior," and I was like, "Oh, I do. That's
Your
such like, you know."
face,
I was
for
like, "Oh,
sure.
that's cool." Yeah, but then now I like feel like people still look at me like a child.
I feel like I have the body. I look young for my age too. So, and I sound young. So, and I am. Well, actually, I am young.
We
I'm
are
a year
young.
younger.
We are young. Let's be
So,
honest.
I'm a year younger than most people in our grade. So, I am physically younger, and then I look younger than my actual age. So,
That's true. That's true. Wait, where is the picture? Wait, hold on. I found it. Okay. Maybe actually I'm a little bit taller than that. I thought I was.
she's like, I'm a little.
I thought I was so short, but I
Let
am
me
short compared
see.
to. I mean, like
Who? Okay, it's not as bad as what we saw
that's
earlier,
true.
but
She was actually down to his
that
waist, though.
that's like almost
That was
creepy.
crazy. She was so tiny.
But you're so tiny.
I am very short next to him. I wanted to purposefully stand next to him so I could get the height difference because I was like, for me, I am such a midget and he's a giant.
Reagan, so there's a guy at our church. He's like he's literally like 6'4" and above. Like he's crazy tall. So then Reagan standing next to him because Reagan's really really short. It's literally like it's two of her. It really is. Like this guy is huge. So yeah, it always cracks me up.
Yeah, oh my goodness, tall people is crazy.
Tall people in the hallways at school, and I'm having to like shove in between them, like move.
Yeah.
You have long legs, use them.
Yes. Can you believe it? We got to an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, actually?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I know.
Professional yappers.
We're professional
over here.
yappers right now, guys. I want to move this without hitting the mic. But yeah, we are officially, we should get a yapping award. They should have something like that. They really should. But I think unless you wanted to say anything else, I think we're going to end it for today. But I've had a great time. So
Same
I hope
here.
you had a great time.
I'll do it anytime.
Yeah. Any last pieces of advice? You're probably gonna come back soon. You never know. So
like y'all will hear from me again.
You'll hear from us again.
I don't know. Just stay close to God and do some fun things this summer. Do some
Just
even if it's try not some new things.
Yeah, even if it's not this summer.
Yeah.
Do it during the school year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like find time. Find a weekend.
Yeah, while you still have some of a comfort zone and like a safety zone left, try some new, cool, good things.
Yeah. And also, I know, guys, this is annoying sometimes, but include your parents.
Yeah.
Because they want to have fun,
too. It's their first time living, too.
Yes.
So.
Like, have fun with them, too. So, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little kind of crazy and everywhere. But you guys know, as always, stay tuned.